Hey guys, how's it going? In this video we're going to go over 3 worked examples to show you how to do problems involving the solar wind. Now if you haven't already done so, check out my previous video covering the theory on this topic, and that way you can apply what you learned in that video to this one. So let's get started. Question 1 simply asks to describe what is meant by the solar wind. Well, straight from the theory, we have that the solar wind is a stream of charged particles which escape from the upper atmosphere of the sun. It flows outwards as a plasma at high speed. Question 2 says that Mercury had an atmosphere in the past, but this was stripped away by the solar wind. Explain briefly how the Earth retains its atmosphere despite being exposed to the solar wind. Well, we can say that the Earth's magnetic field helps to retain its atmosphere since it deflects the solar wind around the planet. And remember, the fancy name for the Earth's magnetic field is the magnetosphere, and it pushes the charged particles towards the poles. Lastly, question 3 says to explain briefly how the northern and southern lights, i.e. the aurora borealis and aurora australis respectively, are produced, and why they appear predominantly at the north and south poles. Well, we can say that cosmic particles trapped in the Earth's magnetic field enter the atmosphere near the north and south poles, and these cosmic particles interact with molecules in the air like nitrogen and oxygen, and we say that nitrogen and oxygen molecules become excited, i.e. jump up to a higher energy level, and they emit light when they return to their ground state. And it just so happens that the light emitted corresponds to frequencies in the green and purple areas of the visible light spectrum. And that's why we see greens and purples for the northern and southern lights. That's all for this video, folks. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. Make sure to give the video one of these, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.